Alright, today on Cabal Casts, we're going to be in Command & Conquer 3, Kane's Draft to do a 2 versus 2 video commentary. So this game has been heavily requested, and apparently it's gotten like 6 wubs already, so it's quite good. It's been on the popular replays tab for a couple of weeks, I think. So I got to it today because I've actually got I've been called back to work super early than expected. And I've been working in different places and haven't been at home. So I wanted to cast this game like a week and a half ago, but I finally got to it today. Anyway, we have 4 players here. We got Figure and his partner Unleashed UA, so both of them are going to be playing on Team 1, as the Steel Talons, and Nod. Vanilla versus the team of D.Dutch, which is D.Dutch, and his partner OneVision. Then we have like a lot of observers here. We have Granola Bar, Hi, Your Horse, and Stormwind. Oh, I haven't seen Stormwind in a while. But then again, I don't play this game much anymore. So here we go on Forgotten Forest. So let's start over here. So this is purple. This is going to be, I forgot the colors again. This is going to be OneVision on the right-hand side, playing as the Scrin faction. His partner is going to be D.Dutch, aka Dirty Dutch, playing as the Nod faction. Let's jump over to the left side here. We see yellow. This is going to be Figure. He's playing as the Yellow Steel Talons, and his partner is Unleashed UA. Still playing this game. Unbelievable. He's playing as the red Nod. Vanilla Nod, because I saw what he was playing against. So it looks like Vision, what are you, buddy? You are going to be the Scrin Vanilla. So he's going to go for 2 simulators. Why wouldn't you? Because there's 2 tip spikes to capture in the north and south of your bases. And I still don't know what faction he is. Looks like Dirty Dutch is either marked a Kane or the Nod Vanilla. Oh, looks like he might be able to get this. He got the scouts there. So it looks like OneVision is just hunting for that lone engineer from Figure. And I think Figure will be able to manage to take it out with the Watchtower. That was very clutch. He's going to deny the engineer for a little bit longer. It's kept a tip spike. This is going to delay that second harvester for just a couple of seconds. But ultimately, it didn't slow the Figure down. And a beacon coming out. We see some more buzzer squads here from OneVision. But unfortunately, he's not going to be able to get that engineer because Figure is on top of things. He's going to push those buzzer squads away for his own rifleman squads. So this is going to cost the left side team some scouting into the base of OneVision and Dirty Dutch. But ultimately, he stalled out and made sure that the engineer got into that tip spike. So in the meantime, Unleashed is going to be expanding with his MCV all-in-one power plant, which is quite common nowadays. And the right side team has scouted the left side team with Dirty Dutch getting his buggy out and seeing that Unleashed is already scouting with his MCV off 1 power plant, so he's going to be notifying his partner about that. And OneVision is taking this opportunity to get more harvesters on the map. He's way ahead of the game. Figure has just placed down his own refinery, so he's going to be a little bit behind in terms of economy. But he should be fine. Once those tip spikes start making some revenue, he should be okay. And looks like Unleashed has got his construction yard out. He's obviously just replaced that power plant. He's going to pack it up again. No, he's not going to pack it up. He's just going to hold it here. So that's a little bit too far, if you ask me, to go for a construction yard. Obviously, I think he might have called this tip field right here because you can build inside the construction yard limits of your allies' construction yard, but you can't like expand and make it your own build radius. You have to build off your allies. So 4 pit bulls here from Figure. This is obviously for some scouting, but I don't think the left side team has scouted the right side team's bases. It could be a little bit longer here, but we see some bikers coming out from Dirty Dutch, and it looks like he's going to go for some harvester harassment. I think he's already going to be doing so. And OneVision has snuck some secret tanks out over here to the left side team's base, and we see a couple of harvesters from Unleashed. It looks like Unleashed may lose a couple of harvesters. Well, 1 at least, but not 2, because he's Unleashed. And Unleashed is bringing in some bikers of his own just to protect his harvesters. 1 harvester is down to about 60% health, but here come the reinforcements. And the bikers from Dirty Dutch is going to be attacking that single harvester. And let's see what kind of carnage they will hear. Unleashed loses his couple of his bikers. And now the harvesters are under attack now. And Unleashed may lose 1 harvester if he's lucky. He needs to micro it around that war factory best he possibly can to save it. I think he will save it. OneVision and Dirty Dutch were unable to destroy that harvester, but they did force it off the line. And I don't think anybody's been taking the blue tip. I haven't been paying attention to who's been taking the blue tip. But we see some portals coming out here, and it looks like some disintegrator squads are in order to protect against what Unleashed and Figure are going to be coming into. He's got some bikers in the center of the map here, well, the bottom center of the map anyway, taking out the garrison structures to deny some vision from OneVision. Ha! No pun intended. Sorry, I had to say that. It was kind of funny. to deny OneVision the vision of scouting. All right, I'm done with that. Anyway, so we see some disintegrator squads from OneVision coming in, and looks like if he's lucky, he can dent the divide. There's a harvester there from Unleashed. There's not enough buggies here to destroy these disintegrator squads, so Unleashed needs to be very careful that his harvester does not get revealed underneath the stealth. But these disintegrator squads will push away those bikers, and Unleashed only managed to take maybe 40% of the Tiberium in his harvester, so that's not very good. Some Titans are coming on up from Figure. He's been relatively quiet the last couple while because he's been getting his own refineries up in order. We see some pit bulls here from Figure, and they do manage to take out one of OneVision's harvesters, so that's a good pickup there. And now some Scorpion tanks and Secret tanks will push those pit bulls away, if not destroy them. And we see some Secret tanks from OneVision coming through the center of their map here across this little ridge here. And they do spot the bikers here, and we'll destroy a couple more bikers, but there's a lot of bikes here from Unleashed, and they could take out these Secret tanks here from OneVision, so a little bit of carnage here, and OneVision will manage to lose a couple of his Secret tanks, not too much, but those bikers will not be focusing those Secret tanks. They want harvesters, and OneVision knows it. He's got attenuated force fields for his Secret tanks, so this could be very good. He obviously has the opportunistic to destroy these bikers, but the bikers are going to go down the center of the map here where they do see some Scorpion tanks, and they do see Dirty Dutch's MCV, which, by the way, Dirty Dutch has been going for some militant rocket squads with the Confessor leaders, and he could be getting some tip infusion, but the bikers have managed to go in the backside of the base here. But these couple of harvesters have been phased, but, well, two of the harvesters have been phased. That one hasn't. And it's full of Tiberium, so he could lose the harvester if he's lucky. And OneVision will lose another harvester, which sucks. But these bikers here did a lot of damage, and they're now just going to get the hell out of there. That Secret Shrine is out now, and he has a tip infusion as well, so that's going to be pretty good. And looks like Dirty Dutch is going to go some full-on infantry, which is pretty powerful. He also has the Disruption Tower to stealth his base, and that's going to be pretty good. He also throws down a laser field around his MCV to protect it even more. And the Scorpion tanks here, they're not unupgraded, which kind of sucks. Which, by the way, I forgot to tell you that he is not vanilla. So that's why. And the Secret tanks here have been destroying custom harvesters from Figure, but unfortunately, even with the drone support power upgrade, these Titans now are doing a lot of damage and destroyed all those Secret tanks. And now Unleashed is teched up to tier 3 with his tech lab. He's got 3 avatars already. He's going to go for a Redeemer, and these Titans now looks like Figure might go for some just full-on Titans. He's got some Mammoth tanks as well, and he has expanded up here. So these Scorpion tanks are trying to take out the MCV, but there's way too much armor here that I don't know if the Scorpion tanks are able to do this. Besides, the Behemoths are going to be out now as well. So these Behemoths and a Mammoth tank and some Titans, I don't know where they are. They're out of position. But that Behemoth is way out of position, and he's going to lose it unnecessarily. And we see an Orca coming in as well. This Mammoth tank is trying to take out these Scorpion tanks as well. And Dirty Dutch is just trying to see what he can find inside the base of Figure. But Figure does have a lot of stuff in here, and he is going to go for some railguns because he has a lot of armor forces here with the Mammoth tanks and the Titans. So this could definitely work out to his full extent. He's trying to take out that Orca, but unfortunately, Dirty Dutch will not. And with confrontation coming up here, we see that this laser Obelisk of Flight is was attacking something. Was that another tripod? That's what it was. The center of the map here is being under control of the right side team. Dirty Dutch is going for some stealth tanks, and these stealth tanks are going to do an amazing amount of job because the left side team does not have any stealth detection to speak of. The Redeemer is finally out by Unleashed. He's going to be garrisoned with a Black Hand squad and a repair pod. So these stealth tanks, they got to be very careful they don't get detected. And here comes the Mammoth tanks now with the railguns finally up from the Mammoth tanks and the Titans, and a couple of avatars here from Unleashed as well. So this game has been very defensively. All 4 players have not been like attacking each other like very aggressively in terms of what's happening. But yeah, here comes the Redeemer now from Dirty Dutch. But they have been doing some minor skirmishes, and eventually I think this might be turned into like a huge battle in the end. We see some Orcas now from Figure just doing a little bit of harassment on those tripods, but unfortunately will not be able to destroy him. He's going to go for an upgrade. It could be for some force field generators. The only thing I can think of that can be upgraded. Either that or some shard launchers. That could be pretty powerful. So the bottom side team, we see some stealth tanks coming in, and these stealth tanks do have the Tiberium Core missiles. So these heavy harvesters with 1 volley each from those stealth tanks, it's going to take care of a harvester. So that's not very good, and the stealth detection needs to come in for an effect. And we'll take out one of the stealth tanks So that's going to be very good. But, we see a Tin Vein detonation coming out here from D.Dutch, and that was very good. Here comes a strike, and that will take care of that refinery there from Unleashed. Oh, by the way, this is patch this is patch 1.02 plus R11. So if the R12 patch does not destroy harvesters with the Callus Missile, but it does in R11. So that's why. And we see another Callus Missile coming in. I'm not sure where it's going to be attacking. It's going to be over here, and that'll take care of both the refineries from OneVision. So no more harvesting on that from him. He face fielded his another tripod, which, by the way, he just finished his shield generators, but instantly got destroyed. And he's trying to hunt for some harvesters to crush him, but unfortunately will not be able to take them out. And now that face field is going to wear off any second now. What's happening up there is a stealth tank from Unleashed, and he's going to take care of that harvester, which is quite nice. I'm not sure if that stealth tank, I don't see that stealth tank from Dutch, but now this tripod is going to go to the backside of the base. He's finally out of phase, and now that Mammoth tank will be able to destroy it. And now if a figure wants to, you can build up a barracks and an engineer and capture that tripod for his own use. That can be pretty good. That stealth tank from Unleashed is doing some power plant harassment, and these are upgraded power plants, so they could put Dutch on low power, and that could be pretty bad. This middle half Tiberian field has been slowly mining from this right side team, and they're just having one refinery each. I guess they've been trying to steal some blue tip as well from the bottom half of the field. What's happening up there? We see, the Redeemer from Dutch is going to be attacking the bottom base here of the left side team. And I'm not sure why that Avatar is not attacking that Redeemer. The Redeemer is almost dead, so he could be able to destroy it if he's lucky. But the Redeemer is just focusing on getting the refineries, because then that would just put Unleashed in serious mining operation trouble. Even though the bikes here, I think that Redeemer is stealth. I'm not too sure. But yeah, the bikes are trying to reveal it, so I guess it is stealth. So this refinery might could get destroyed, but I think the Avatar will destroy the Redeemer, and that's the end of that. So that's pretty good. But the Redeemer did a fair amount of damage. I'm not sure how Unleashed lost his Redeemer, but yeah. And infantry from Dutch is going to be building up in the center of the map here. Going to go for a massive push. And now these behemoths are just doing some shell fire on those rocket squads, putting them in suppression fire mode, which means they can't really do. They're going really slowly, but looks like the left side team is going to be getting into some engagements here, because the right side team is gathering up their forces. They're gathering up their forces, and they're going to do some huge damage. Figure and Unleashed do not have any anti-infantry. Well, they don't have much anti-infantry. They're just starting to build some watchtowers now, and this is going to be a huge battle here. We see the coming up from the bottom side with some infantry, and the top side with some infantry as well as some another tripods. But there's a lot of holy cow! How many orcas is that? That's like what, 12 orcas, and they're just taking control and destroying all of those another tripods. Then that was a mine drop there from Unleashed, and here come the bikers as well to push those away. But OneVision lost a lot of these forces there, and instant carnage, destroying all of those another tripods. And now the another tripods are just getting, the huts are just getting destroyed now. Some Spectre artillery in the backside of things from Dutch is trying to break that defense there, but Figure did an amazing job with his orcas. How many airfields does he have? Yep, he has 3 airfields. So, by the way, if you didn't know, 3 times 4 is 12. Just some quick math. I was always good at multiplication in high school. Another tripod. They captured another tripod from Unleashed, attacking the base here from Dutch. Orca Strike will come in, do a little bit of damage to that Obelisk of Light, but unfortunately we'll manage to take out the another tripod, which kind of sucks. But now Unleashed is destroying some harvesters here, and this is going to be pretty good. He has stealth detection with his attack bike, and that can be pretty good. Oh, is he a Mastermind? Mastermind take control of a Venom. This could be for some scouting purposes, but will mind control that Avatar, and that's going to be pretty good. And the discerner squads now from OneVision are going to be coming in. There's a lot of tripods here, and this could be for some. This is definitely going to amp the Redeemer, which, by the way, is in that station shield if you didn't know. And this Redeemer is going to get destroyed right now. There's the amp. It's not even going to last 5 seconds. But the Orcas here are going to be coming in. We see a Tin Vein detonation from Unleashed, and this is going to do a lot of damage to those another tripods. And the face comes in, but it phases 1 of the another tripods, and he will lose 2 more. So that's really bad there. Figure, meanwhile, is going to be going in with some behemoths, and they're going to do some shell fire, but unfortunately they can't see into the base because of the disruption tower. And Spectre artillery strike destroys 2 of those behemoths. That was a huge strike there, and I think there's like, what, 5 of them? Yep, there's 5 of them. And this entire base is stealth, so they don't know what's going to be happening here. Somehow there's a Black Hand squad in the backside of the base, and I'm not sure how they got there. But it looks like, oh my god, Figure lost all of his behemoths. That was bad. And now OneVision is going to be hopefully destroying those husks. These Venoms here are unleashes, and they're destroying a lot of infantry here from D.Dutch because he doesn't have any force here to speak of. But here comes the Shellfire. Takes out a couple more of those behemoth squads. But here come the Orcas, and the Orcas are just taking hammer on those Spectre artillery. That was pretty bad. And what 4 Spectres went down? That was a nice strike, and he only lost 1 Orca. Wow, Figure is doing an amazing job with those Orcas. I'm pretty sure let me click on these Orcas. I'm pretty sure those Orcas have... Come on, click on the Orcas. There we go. They just have sensor pods. They don't have the hard points, which is a little bit strange. I'm waiting for those hard points to finish. Then those Orcas are going to be like 2 times better than what they originally are. But those sensor pods are going to be also pretty good. We see there's a counter tripod here from Figure going to the backside of D.Dutch's base just to see what he can find. Oh, there's another tripod here. Wow, where the hell have I been? And now these tripods, they could be destroying some harvesters, but I think it's just destroying random stuff. They are probably on aggressive stance, so that's why they're attacking everything random. These rocket squads here are going to take them out, though, and I think OneVision will manage to get back a couple of his own tripods if he's lucky, even though that heroic Snare squad is doing pretty good. And now this blue field is under the control of Unleashed for now, but these Venoms here are just for scouting purposes, and there's for some stealth detection as well. There's a single militant squad attacking a power plant. That's going to take forever to do. Wow, that went to Harvesters destroyed. Wow, that was a nice pickup there. So now this game is going to be turning into like a high technology game, and Figure needs to get back to his own base for some more green Tiberian field, and this Tiberian field has not been mined out yet. So that's a little bit upsetting, but that's what happens when you're focused into the game, and I do this all the time too. When you're focused into the game and you forget about your Tiberium at your original field, you just forget about it, and then you're wasting money that you could be harvesting. So now that Figure is going to be going for more refinery on that field right there. The right side team needs to be doing the same exact thing, and some gravity stabilizer has been attacked by something, and some storm miners now are out from OneVision, as well as Mechapades. This could be for some discs. I think these are disc launchers, but I don't see any green on the humps of those Mechapades, so there could be some for some discs. That's going to be the end of those Orcas if Figure knows how to use them properly. And double War Factory here for Titan and Behemoth production. He's just building off of one right now, and there's a lot of power plants here. These are all unupgraded power plants. I'm not sure why Figure is not upgrading his power plants, but well, I know why, because he's been doing some harvester harassment. Just takes out 2 more harvesters. I think one of them was Visions and one of them was D.Dutch's, so that was a nice pickup there as well. And double flame for that Redeemer for D.Dutch. So hey, I don't know, this is going to be very powerful. Figure is getting back his brute force behemoths, and they're just doing some shellfire on those militant squads. I keep calling militant rocket squads. They're just called militant squads, but they're not militant rocket squads. I know, I get it. There's 3 tripods here from OneVision. He could repair them a little bit more, but oh, there's a Redeemer there. So throws out Rage Generator, and I think those tripods were under the Rage, but they didn't attack anything, which is quite surprising. I saw a shockwave artillery coming somewhere. Oh, there's a Redeemer there. Nice shockwave artillery. Figure needs to capitalize, and here comes the plane. That was from a mine drop from at least I was missed by a mile. Here come the Orcas now, and they could take out that Redeemer, but the bikers now are going to be pushing those Orcas away. And another big battle here. There's a lot of tripods here from OneVision, but I don't think the right side team can breach this base. There's just way too many obstacles here. There's barracks, there's watchtowers, and there's behemoths with Orcas and Venoms. So that's a lot of fire here that they have to deal with, and they could definitely deal with it, but I think if OneVision and D.Dutch were to push into that base, it would be like a stalemate, which in turn would be in the favor of Figure and Unleashed UA. Unleashed Redeemer's been emped, and here come up orbital bombardment here from Figure just to destroy those tripods that are emptying his Redeemer. I don't think it will be enough. Those Mechapades have been destroyed, as well as the another tripods, but unfortunately Unleashed lost his Redeemer, and these Orcas are just doing a hell of a lot of damage for Figure. But now, oh, we see the base is being breached now. A lot of the Titans are going down, and there's a lot of another tripods here. The Orcas are coming in. but they're out of oh, they do finally have hard points, but their missile loadout has been depleted, so they have to go back to their base to get reloaded. And here comes the Venoms now from Unleashed, but unfortunately the bikers here from Dirty Dutch is going to be pushing them forces away, and Figure might lose his construction yard, and this could be very bad. The Redeemer now from Dirty Dutch is also pushing into the base as well. This is going to be a huge battle here. I think Figure may have lost his footing at this base right here because there's a lot of Venoms here, and he could bring in his Orcas, but at the same time, Dirty Dutch has anti-air with his bikers, and here comes as well the Spectre Artillery. So this could be very bad. The top team, the left side team, could lose this top base and force them to push them back to their original bases in the in the left side here. The Orcas are coming back, and they could do a lot of damage, but the bikers here are also coming in, and the Orcas are attacking the bikers, but the bikers have a lot more missile loadout. But oh wow, that was great! Oh my god, that was huge! What? Dirty Dutch lost all of his bikers, and Figure has like what, 5 Orcas left? That was insane. That was great micromanagement on the part of Figure there. Wow, destroying like what? How many bikes was that? Like 9 bikes? That was insane. These Orcas are pushing into the base of Figure, however, and Figure, I don't think he has he doesn't have MCV, and he doesn't have War Factory, so this is the last base where his production is airfield and barracks, so that's all his production, and he stays to shield it to prevent them from landing. That was a great option there. But these other tripods, though, they're getting absolutely massacred. The air superiority of Figure and Unleashed is destroying all these tripods, and these tripods here are just prime for the taking. These are going to be huge for either Figure or OneVision or Unleashed. And now these captured tripods here from Figure, he still has these tripods? Huh, I never noticed that. They're just pushing into the base of Dirty Dutch. And they've been cleaning house. They took out a good chunk of the base down here. And now they're just pushing into the middle base right here as well. These bikers here are going to get absolutely massacred. And these tripods are just focusing. They did take out the War Factory, but I think they need to retreat because these Disintegrator squads are going to take care of those tripods 100%. But that was a nice attempt there, destroying the base there. So it looks like Figure did a lot of damage there. And I'm not sure if that was a Blizzard Storm support power that came in, but there's 2 husks remaining. And there's going to be 3 another tripods for Figure, and that could be pretty good for him. The Redeemer from Unleashed is coming to the top side of the base here. It's not stealthed, so that's going to be a little bit of trouble here for the OneVision and Dirty Dutch. I'm not sure how they can deal with this infantry force here. These are Steel Town's infantry, meanwhile, so he can't really do much with these. But at the same time, all he has is air and infantry, so that's all going to be under the cards here, and Figure is just going to be pushing in with his captured tripods and infantry into D-Dutch's and OneVision's 3rd expansion here, and this could be for a very large fight. The air superiority is on the standby, and here comes a plane right here. I'm not sure what this is going to be. This is a mine drop, and that could be pretty good here. These anti-air tripods are going to be destroyed. There's no anti-air here to speak of, and all these tripods are just going to get decimated. These Orcas are doing an amazing amount of job and damage, destroying all these another tripods. Infantry forces have been destroyed as well, the tripods. So I'm not sure if this was well worth it by Figure and Unleashed. Well, just mainly Figure, because all Unleashed did was just to throw down on mines. And this more tripods here. They've all been taken out. The husks have been taken out, so that's good. So Unleashed, he's the only one who can expand, and Figure is just surviving off of economy that he saved up through his entire time. And then he's got 2 veterans and an elite Orca, which is pretty good. Oh, we see that Redeemer is in the base of OneVision. It's alone, so it's going to get emped. And unfortunately, Unleashed is going to lose another Redeemer, which, quite frankly, is really bad. So this heroic Disintegrator squad's here as well. But here comes the Orcas, and the Orcas are trying to take care of that another tripod, and they will lose. Oh, a couple of them. Figure, no! You lost your... Figure, you lost 4 of your Orcas. 2 of them were elite. 2 of them were elite, and 2 were veteran. But these are going to go back to basics. He's getting some bikers here and doing some harvester harassment, and this is very good, destroying a couple of Dirty Dutch's harvesters, and you bring in some more bikers, and these bikers here are just doing an insane amount of damage. See, this is the later part of the game where you go back to basics, you go back to harassment of your harvesters, because that's what makes the play of the game here. And I don't think Dirty Dutch has any more harvesters left. No, he does not. He has to sell up to get some economy. And Dirty Dutch is yeah, he can't fight this. He's against bikers here from Unleashed, and there's no harvesters here, so he's probably gonna lose his MCV. I would assume so. But here comes a simulator, and this could repair the construction yard. I think it will. And it will. That was a nice repair. But he lost the laser field. So, but oh, there's a lot of hammerheads here, and these are going to take care of all of the disintegrator squads. Well, if they focus down. But there's the Venoms here, and now the air superiority of the left side team is going to be pushing in, and he could take out the plus muscle battery if he's lucky, and I think he will, and he will not sacrifice. Oh, you lost one of his hammerheads, but that was worth it. And Dirty Dutch has been defeated because he has no economy left. I think OneVision will follow soon after, because there's way too many air superiority here from the left side team with the Orcas, the Venoms, and the Hammerheads. That was pretty good. Oh, and the Venoms take out the Mechapade. That was very nice. I think OneVision is still fighting this. He has a good chunk of another tripod, so he's definitely going to fight this. I think Figure, he might leave this game and give all his stuff to Unleashed, because Unleashed could use it. And I'm not sure what's going to happen, though. These Venoms are just flying all over the map here. And they do spot the gravity stabilizer with that still half health, and might as well force a solid off. So now what does OneVision do? He still has production of his stuff, and he has power plants too, but he can't upgrade them. And now these Venoms have finally been destroyed. Even the heroic one will go down, which does suck. But now the hammerheads here from Figure are going to be going in, and he did drop the bloodhounds in the top half of the map, so he's also going to be going in. And this entire time, the tip spikes have not been touched the entire game. That's huge. Just goes to show that these tip spikes provide a lot of economy throughout the game. If you keep them intact, or if nobody decides to fire upon you, then yeah. But these hammerheads are getting decimated. The discs. Oh, did I see? Oh, yep, I do see. That's an elite Mechapade. That's very powerful. OneVision is about to push into the base of a Figure, and I think Figure he had to vacate this game because I don't think he can defend this. He throws down these drone support power, or the buzzer support power, to take out the infantry, but the hammerheads will take out the buzzers. But unfortunately, nothing can handle the Mechapades here. Actually, the Mechapades will go down, so that's very good. That was that elite one there. And the Orcas are hopefully they can take out the head of the Mechapade, and will they do so? No, they won't, unfortunately. That sucks, and OneVision takes out the airfield and the barracks, which means no more production of any kind from Figure. I think you will have to vacate this game right here. The rage generator goes off, and now these another tripods are getting absolutely... Well, they didn't get decimated per se, but they lost one of the another tripods. And I think one more will go down as well. I'm not sure what's going to go on here. Oh, there's flame tanks here. First time we've seen flame tanks by Unleashed. And he will take out a good chunk of this base right here. And the jump platform will lift off, saving that as well. But I'm not sure if OneVision has any type of thing left. The Bloodhounds are in the top base here from OneVision. They will take out a couple power plants here for the cause. And I'm not sure where they're also going to... I think they're just attacking power plants. They might as well put OneVision on low power. But here come the another tripods here. And they're trying to take out the Redeemer, but I don't think they can't. Well, it's going to be pretty close. The drone support power is coming in, but oh! Takes out the other tripod at the last second. And now these Mechapades are trying to take out that Redeemer while it's an amp. And he could play around them, but he will lose one of them. And now the Bloodhounds are just attacking the technology assembler. They might as well, because oh yeah, I guess OneVision still has the technology of Nod, so he could build some Nod stuff, but he doesn't have the money. Does he have any part? Yeah, he has economy going, so he could build some more forces here. But these Bloodhounds have done their damage, and now there's two veteran Wolverines here, and which is pretty good. But this Wolverine, it could take out the technology assembler if he's lucky. I think OneVision is focusing or anybody else. These heavy harvesters, oh my god, Figure is just a genius. He's using the heavy harvesters that he had left over and put Refman squads in them to take out the disintegrator squads. That's very smart. Very smart. He might as well use them. You might as well use the harvesters. Take out the infantry forces as well. Figure is doing wonders. He has the tip spikes under his control still, which could be money that Unleashed could be using. But I think OneVision, he could definitely vacate this game. Yeah, he's low on power finally. The MCV is about to be destroyed. Not MCV anyway. And this could be the final death blow for OneVision. Although he still has the mecha pates in the base here. And I don't think Unleash is too worried about it. He has an avatar here to defend this. And the Tiberium is getting pretty scarce right here. The middle fields in the top and bottom, top and middle, are still quite full. But these capture tripods here from OneVision, or from Unleashed, is also providing some great cover fire from that Redeemer. Yeah, and the tip spikes lasted all game. That's incredible. These mechapades have to do a lot of damage to destroy Unleash's base. There's like there's like maybe 8 structures remaining, but OneVision, he stasis shielded the Redeemer as well as his own tripod, so this could be pretty good if he can take out that Redeemer. But the drone platform lifts off at the wrong time. He lost his construction operations, which means he only has a almost dead warp sphere that if he destroys it, could definitely... Oh, he crushes it before he gets to the Empoff. Unleashed needs to identify this. He needs to destroy it, but it wouldn't matter anyway. Unleashed, or OneVision has been defeated. Figure and Unleashed win the game. That was a great game. I love that game. I can see why it got half 30-minute game. Skip all that. Units graphed, structures, resources, and stats. So team 1 was Figure and Unleashed. Had 452,079 resources gathered to Team 2, and Team 2 had 465,509. So that's almost what 100? That's 12,000 more for Team 2. All right, so there's a game on Forgotten Forest. My name is Cabal, and I'll see you guys next time.